Welcome to another TISM Talk. TISM Talk is a show that is about autism and motorsports. Today, we're going to be talking about this moment right here and why that caused me so much stress to win a race. Even though I've done a few of these already, it still feels really uncomfortable to talk about autism because it's such a big thing and I can't really speak for everyone. So if you or someone you know has different experiences, please talk about it. It would be really cool to hear what you have to experience in your daily life. And, I'm just curious about it. I understand that I don't speak for everyone. When I very first started racing, I started in rally racing. It felt like the most approachable form of racing, and I don't know if that's true or not, but you can do it with any motorcycle. You don't need a particular thing. Now, being a novice to racing, I entered the novice class. I'm not going to sugarcoat this and try and say I was like in the expert class when I won. No, I won this in a novice class. At this point, though, I was actually on my 300 two-stroke, and when I won the class, so there were challenges all day. Obviously a two-stroke is not meant to be a run wide open. This footage that I have overlaying is not from the rally. I was new to recording back then and had put the GoPro inside of like my coat and like put the coat behind it, and then the coat opened up and closed again outside of the GoPro. So no footage of the race. What I did do was include clips from races and practice so you can see that there's a pretty big difference in pace. I don't know, I just thought it's interesting. The day starts out really early for rally racing, and I leave right as the sun is starting to rise. And we're going directly into the sun all morning, basically. Well, not all morning, for about an hour or 2 hours. So every reflection is like blinding, and then the sun comes up, and your goggles are just like completely obscured. So it was cold, wet because it had rained, and you couldn't see. So, this is a good start to a rally race, basically. These races go on all day. They take about 8 hours. So halfway through the day, I stop there's like a mandatory stop for fuel and all this stuff, and you have to rest for 5 minutes and drink water and all. And my wife was there, and she's like, "Hey, you're looking pretty good. You're in the lead by, we don't know yet because the person hasn't come in behind you." I was like, cool. Anyways, so the rest of the day, I end up battling with a guy in a class above me, and not battling, but I end up riding with him, and it was great. But I ran out of gas because the stages are 200 kilometers. The refilling is 200 kilometers between refills, and my bike usually gets 200 kilometers, but when you're on it like full throttle, not even close. Luckily, I had planned for this and had liters, like literal liter jugs, like what you would have soda in, of fuel in my backpack. So halfway through a rally, I'm stopping, getting my backpack out, putting 2 liters of fuel into my bike, getting back on it and going. That happened 2 times at the end of the day, because the first stop, when I ran out of gas, I was like, I'm almost done. I'm going to put a liter in and I'm going to be good. I can't spend the half a second it would have taken to grab the other bottle. Anyways, I ran out of gas again and had to stop and put the other bottle in. I should have just put both in. Lesson learned, right? Anyways, with all those struggles, I just assumed that I didn't win. But at the end of the day, my wife was like, "Hey, you just won your class, And I'm like, "Oh, sweet. I'm excited. I'm feeling happy. I'm a person to win my first race." That wasn't my first race, to win the first time. It was really, really great. And then the day goes on and on and on, and these people are taking forever to do the rewards, as they do. So the race ends probably at like 4 o'clock, and the awards start popping off at about 10 o'clock. So it's dark. I'm real tired. All the riders are tired. And they start blasting music, which, great for me. And then they start with the lights, which, great for me. And then I notice as they're announcing it that people are getting champagne bottles. And what's funny is it wasn't the lights, it wasn't the crowd, it wasn't the noise that got me. It was the fact that I had never opened a champagne bottle, and the damn thing goes pop really loud. Now, I feel like this is relatable to all people, not just people on the spectrum, but like balloons are terrible. I freaking hate balloons. I despise anything that might make a loud noise out of nowhere. Like it sucks. It's like anything that just is going to surprise the living hell out of you. And yeah, this bottle was one of those things. So I spent the entirety of that award ceremony leading up to the moment where I got this bottle worried about, how do I open a champagne bottle? Am I going to look like an idiot? And then like being frustrated that I even cared if I would look like an idiot, because I knew it didn't really matter and that looking like an idiot is okay. I watched other people do it. Like, as these people are celebrating their victories, I'm like studying them. I'm like, what do they do? How do they get this champagne bottle all open? You know, like, okay, so that guy took a moment and unspun the thing. Okay, so that guy did this. Like, what are all the ways I can open the champagne bottle? What's the most likely that this thing goes? Do I need to shake it first? Do I need to just open it? I have no idea. Literally no idea. I'm not fancy enough to drink champagne. But as time happens, you know, you can't stop it. Eventually, I do have to go up there, and eventually I do get handed the bottle, and I'm like, ugh. So I did all the things I planned. I sat there and watched everybody do it. I did the most likely thing. I just opened the bottle. I don't know. Look, I understand that this seems like a really small thing, but can you imagine like winning your first, like being a victor your first time in a race you've won, and the only thing you can think about is a fucking champagne bottle? Look, I recognize that is not normal, and it freaking sucks. But I do love the trophy. I think it's still, to this day, my favorite trophy. But yeah, so that's just something, a little fun that we all get to experience. Those things that can ruin a day. It didn't ruin it. It's still a great day. I got over it. I just wanted everyone to know about those little things that people on the spectrum might be like hyper stressed about. Something as dumb as opening a champagne bottle because they won a race. Welcome to another TISM talk. Let me try again. Welcome to another TISM talk. Can't say that. Okay. Welcome to another TISM talk. Let me try again. Welcome to another TISM talk. Can't say that. Okay. Welcome to another TISM talk.